Ken here, your thrifty apprentice. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Today we're going to be tackling World Watercolor Month Day 20, and the prompt is olives, although this video will come out well after that. I sketched out a olive branch with some olives and some leaves on a piece of sketch paper, then transferred it to my watercolor paper with transfer paper. I am using a Camel or Cocoa Camel professional or artist watercolors, and I'm going to be painting on one of the Master's Touch Fine Art Studio watercolor cards that are a part of the World Watercolor Month 2023 art journal that I made specifically for painting these. Let's jump into this real quick now that we've got that out the way. I'm painting the olives black. I'm going black olives here. And of course, if you know anything about black olives, they could be black, they could be like cocoa brown, they can be navy blue. So they don't just necessarily come in black shades. So I'm mixing ultramarine Persian blue and a little bit of crimson together in order to get a dark saturated navy blue. I use that to paint in my olives. Then I went back and mixed that tone with a little burnt sienna and a little bit more of that magenta color or crimson color in order to get more of a black tone and use that to do my shading with. I was sure to avoid the highlights in all of the olives. Next, I am using lemon yellow to base coat in the leaves, and afterwards I darkened that blue mixture even more, and now I'm just going in and shading the shadow side of each of those olives just to give them a little more body and a little more roundness, still avoiding the highlight area. Now using sap green directly from the pan. I didn't really dilute it down. I just kind of wet the paint itself, and I'm painting straight from it. You will see me kind of mix it out on the palette a little bit. That's just to make sure that there's no lumps on the brush. And I'm using it to go in and base in the leaves. Now you'll see me leave a little sliver of highlight down the middle of each one of those leaves, which is exactly how olive leaf looks if you were to, kind of Google it. And I'm just going to make sure that highlight stands out. And that was the reason for painting the base yellow, so that highlight would not necessarily be white. And I just take my time to go in and get that sap green based in on all of those leaves. This was actually a really quick, fun painting. You can knock this out in 15 minutes or less. I really needed to catch up on World Watercolor Month, so I was painting a lot of the prompts at one time. Now, what I did in order to put the shadow in the leaves was I took that dark blue, almost black mixture that we used on the olives, and I actually mixed sap green into it to get a really dark, beautiful green color. And that's what I'm using to base in the highlights, or not base in, but paint in the highlights for my leaves. Hitting one side of it, thin on the other, and making sure to get a really good color saturation at the base of each one of those leaves. And I would suggest to try to mix up enough paint to do it all in one pass so that you don't have to remix. That way you can guarantee that the color is the same and uniform across the whole composition. Once I got that in, I went back in with a darker tone of burnt sienna, which is what the branch was originally painted with, and just did the shadow side of it. I'm jumping in with a Prismacolor black, and I'm also going to use a Prismacolor dark brown in order to go in and make sure that all of my shadows are saturated and shaded in the right way. Wanted to make sure that I gave body to the entire composition, roundness to the leaves and the olives. I signed it, then I removed the tape. I'm going to jump in with some bleed proof white for the highlights, and that's going to wrap the painting up. Well, okay, friends, we are done. That was really quick and easy. Like I said, doing the painting demo, it was just something that you can knock out in about 15 minutes and, have a really nice composition, really easy and simple. If you guys saw or heard anything that you like, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell if you're already subscribed, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I am trying to grow the channel, so your likes and your subscriptions, as well as your shares, because sharing is caring, will help the channel, and I would really appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Guys, you can check the video description for all of the relevant links. Paints, pencils, pastels, and markers is the Thrifty Apprentice Facebook group. We do all things artsy and crafty, and all artists and crafters are welcome. You'll find that link. You'll find the link for the most recommended product list, great quality products that are really budget friendly and won't break the pocket. And you'll also find a link for the Etsy shop in case you decide to support the channel. Guys, thank you so very much. A happy Wednesday. And remember, as I tell you guys at the end of every single painting, or should I say every single video, just keep painting and crafting.